Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of Spotter's Guide. Not as far along as I had originally planned to be when I started this up, but I ran into a complication of looking at all these nice resources and looking at my depleted resources. So I got a couple things I need to take care of right in here real quick. One is eating this, and then using some of the wheat that I've gathered to make some more bread for myself to tide me over until we get to livestock. But I'm just about to start up another coal pit. I built two of these with a slight alteration from the design that I used before. My brother suggested that I dig them into the ground, and it made quite a bit of sense. It doesn't take up as much of the environment here. So I'm going to show you them real quick. I just want to grab the wood from here. So I need a couple more stacks to finish this one off. So I ended up digging these downwards, and you can see that I've placed the chests in the areas where I mentioned before, so you have easier access to it. I'll show you the empty one first so you can get a general idea. Is that it's down into the ground one. So the campfire will go in the middle here. The torches I use to hold up the dirt, that is actually a little trick that you can do right now, which I'll show you in a moment, to hold it into place while you wait for grass to grow. So if you have a torch, you get a little piece of dirt here. Oops. And you don't miss. You can actually do that, it'll hold it up. Another way to do it would be something like that. I mean, you can even do on the side and such. So, neat little trick. I thought it worth sharing. I can almost guarantee that's going to be fixed sometime soon. Another thing to note, if you do happen to be following along, if you build this here, this entire area crumbled. There's actually a tunnel system right below us that we'll probably get into when we start mining. I just wanted you to be aware that you are going to need to fill this in a little bit to get that to happen. But here we have a almost completely filled system here. I'm actually going to take these out for a moment, as I'll need to get down into here. I need to start a fire right there. So, you know, we get our sticks out, put them into the pile, make a little fire starter, and then realize we don't have enough room for everything. So we get our fire starter going. Alright, there's our fire. This is going to be a little bit different because this time around I already have the logs in place, and I need to fill that up. Grab my bone. Now as I put in the rest of the wood here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. I need to fill in just this two last locations, the one right next to the fire. Might actually even start it burning, so you might have to be a little careful when you do this. Once again, this is like, you know, a little time critical thing here. And it turns out I don't have another 4 stacks of wood. Oh, what do you know? A willow tree happens to have just spawned right behind me. Good enough. Oh. See how the smoke is, or the dirt is smoking? This means, once again, that the... Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Yes, it is. That means that the charcoal is starting to be made right there. So I need to get this last piece in there, and then close it off with just one more piece of dirt. Yeah, full. There we go. Now that'll cook away quietly, and we can go on and do some other things. First thing I need to do is tend to the wood that I just picked up, and then go over and look at my wheat field. But I want to go off and explore some of these trees, get some of the new types of wood that might be available over there. See what we have. Alright, always have to be careful dropping down into here. I have a tendency to land pretty hard on the field. So, 5 more seeds. 3, 4, 5. This is coming along pretty nicely. I'm not too critically worried about it yet because, like I said, I don't have any livestock to really worry about here. But off we go. So this is definitely from before we were collecting birch trees. This is definitely aspen. you can see that there's a nice solid, or nice amount, whoa, a little bit of pause there, nice amount of markings on the side of the face, and they really don't run down the edges too much, as it's really more of a central wood here. Going to just collect that. The edge of the dark dirt. So we move on into the forest. This looks like it could be an oak. It's got the nice bright leaves. And a nice trunk. Ash would be the other one that I would think it would be. But it looks like, yeah, an oak sapling. Nice. So long grain wood. Not super bright green leaves, but large green leaves. That'll get you an oak tree. And I don't really need anything more than just that single piece right there. Oh, full already. I actually wanted to put those in the fire pit. Dirt, dirt, dirt. There we go. Pick up a couple extra pieces. This, don't know what this one is. Let's see if we can't identify it. Get a nice screenshot there. Different types of wood that we have available. Maybe a maple? Not a willow. Maple, ooh, it could be a hickory, but I believe hickory will actually have darker leaves than that. I could be wrong, and I would be happy to be wrong. Source of hickory right now is one of my concerns because we will need that for smelting the metals and ores and stuff that we're about to get into here. So let me just build up to here, see what we can find. A little tree trimming. If you do want it to go a little bit faster, you'll notice that swords actually do a pretty darn good job at taking down the leaves. However, you'll also notice that the durability of my sword is dropping pretty quickly here. So I don't always do this. And there it goes, no more sword. Should be good enough. We have at least a few saplings there dropped. We can go and confirm. Might be a maple, but I'd actually expect a maple to have a little bit brighter leaves. Hickory, perfect, perfect. So, the grayish, or not a grayish, I suppose, but it's like a faded brown bark with some nice, about mid-sized streaks in there, if you can see those. And then it has the dark pine-type leaves. But hickory is the hottest burning wood in the game, so this will get our fire pits to the hottest temperature, and it is really definitely worth getting rid of a fire starter for that. Wow. And I'll get rid of some stairs. Do a little repairing on that. So that was actually a really good find. I mean, this location is becoming better and better. We've got, you know, the granite mountains behind us. We have the nice basalt plains here. A hickory forest. Very, very exciting. Dark wood. That looks like a really big hickory tree. I'm going to leave that. That just looks really nice. Let's see if we can't find a different type of tree. I believe this is a Douglas fir. That's something that we've run into before. Let me do the same thing I did before. Just, you know, get the little icon there. Take a look. We got potentially spruce, but I think it's a Douglas fir. Looks darker, and you'll see that the spruce here has a bit of a light lines to it. The Douglas fir does not, and this is mostly just dark. So I'm going to leave that one alone, let him do his thing. This is starting to look kind of like I have a whole section. That was somebody messaging me. You can ignore that noise. I have an entire section of Douglas. Did anybody else just hear a whole bunch of zombies? Oh, wolf. Apparently he likes to do the dance too, but I just happen to have... Oh, get that sheep. Get that sheep. Yeah, that's the kind of wolf you want. He's sniffing the sheep's butt. Well, apparently he didn't want to come along with me anyways. Looks like we're going to have some darkness here shortly. So I'm going to move my spare sword into a more predominant point. Not seeing any new types of trees. I guess the hickory was a good find along with the aspen. The aspen actually has a really nice color to its wood and such. Yeah, it looks like we got more Douglas firs, quite a few hickories. This is the oak that we had before. Let's see what's over the hill here. Nice, a large stretch of desert. I think I was actually able to see a desert back from our location, so that might actually be the edge of the desert that we were able to see from where we built the house. How's that for a monster of an elm tree, or a hickory tree? Wow. That is massive. So I believe, just to take a quick little romp around this direction, keep an eye out for skeletons if we can get another bone or so on our way back. Might be heading home with a wolf. Oop, zombie. He can go that way. I'll go this way. Need to keep an eye out for creepers. I've already had a run-in with them twice. You may notice that the top of the hill is a little bit lower than it was before. Creeper and I had a disagreement on how hard it, or how high it should be, and met him halfway. Nope, I thought that was a skeleton coming after me, but that's just another wolf. Get this spider, put it in its place. Oh, nice. That is actually a really rare find right now. Currently, oop, Archer wants to get on the mix. Hold on one moment. Currently, you actually can't get metal armor like that. So finding that was actually a very good stroke of luck. This will give us a little extra added protection moving forward here. The metal armors and stuff like that are recipes that are still planned, and they're coming in the future. So finding that drop from that zombie was actually a really opportune thing. Leaves will not protect you from arrows, by the way, if you were thinking of doing that. Whoa, this is a little crazy here. This is where we swap tactics. See if I can't get that thing to shoot me one more time. And by me, I mean him. Yes. Alright, got a couple of bones now. I'm actually going to go try... I would really love it if I could find that same wolf, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. I did hear a bark off to the left just now. So it's possible, since we're in the same general area, that this is the same wolf, but it could equally be the one directly to the right of him. Sneaky, sneaky zombie. So this is where we saw the wolf last time. Oh, there, maybe he is. And this skeleton is offering more bones. How convenient. And there went my sword. Not a good thing to have happen, but my helmet will protect me. Ooh. And a creeper. Got some arrows with his name on them. Not a good noise. Not a good noise. Remnants of a creeper. Now, where did our friend the wolf go off to? He was here a moment ago. I wonder if he took one for the team. Sheep apparently did. Alright. Got 5 bones. Might might come out of this still on the plus side. Or not. So, that was a very hard to please wolf, I guess. Our health is going back up. We'll just scoot back over to town. The other thing I'd like to try and get to do, now that we've identified apparently all the trees in this relatively small forest, that would be the skeleton behind me. Nice. Come on, skeletons, shoot in the right time. There we go. Swim on down, collect our goods. Ooh, so that was a bit of excitement. The world is still fairly dangerous. So it's good to make sure you try to keep your health up and such. Look good. Have no cobblestone on me. So that's our little Douglas fir forest. Got the little farm started there. The world is not full of or not empty of badness. So one of the things I did when the creeper happened is I made sure that I knocked down most of the edges, so I'm too high around all the sides except the points of approach that I'm aware of, which is this staircase here. And I do want to make another one down this side, kind of heading off into that direction. Just, you know, for ease of access. I'm aiming to put our quarry entrance fairly close to that location, as it'd be nice if just to the left led to the basalt, and to the right led to the granite. My other option is, you know, start a mine over here, do a quarry over there, that sort of deal. So we'll see how that goes, but those are the resources that we're interested in getting at this point in time. Making sure it's all safe. Watching the moon set. Hey y'all, this video ended up running a little bit long, so what I have done is trimmed it here when it fades out, and we'll pick up the second half in episode 5. So looking forward to seeing that one up fairly shortly, since it is part of this video as well. Talk to you later.